And you guys are all okay to be recorded, correct?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you don't. Kelly's face. Kelly's eyes went to the side. Okay, so we'll start off lying down on our backs. So, as if you're at the very end of your practice in Shavasana. Start lying down on our backs. Your head can be at the front or the back of your mat. So who knows what kind of sounds you've got going around you this morning or not. But if you do have noises, just make them part of your practice. I think I've said this every week so far because we've got noises around us. Let them ground you to the present moment. Start to feel the mat below you. And once your body feels somewhat anchored to the earth, bring your attention to your breath. Make it a little fuller, taking in more air than you typically do. And let your exhales be longer, deeper. And do several rounds of that. Paying attention to the breath coming into your body. And then your body changing shape as the air exits your body. We'll do one breath all together. So start to fill up through your lower belly first. Feel the air balloon out your ribs and up into your heart area. Pause at the top, then open mouth, exhale it out. And close your lips. 2 more rounds of just your breath. We haven't been awake for very long yet, but notice how you come to your mat this morning. Just a tiny bit of awareness. Notice any emotions that you woke up with, whether it be peace or anxiety, annoyance. I'm not trying to change anything, just notice. And then take a moment to also notice how your physical body feels. And then on your next breath in, begin to slowly stretch your fingertips above your head, feet to the back of your mat. Full body stretch. Exhale, arms come back down, draw your knees into your chest. Rock to the right and the left. Can you guys still hear me okay now that I backed away from the screen? Okay. And then pause in this little ball that you've created. Hug your knees in a little bit deeper. One deep breath. Let it go. Roll over to one side or the other. And come to a table facing the front of your mat. Your wrists are right below your shoulders, knees right below your hips. On your next breath in, dip your belly down, take your gaze high. Exhale, round your spine, press yourself away, starting to notice how your spine feels this morning. Inhale, belly low, open through your heart, let your shoulder blades slide together. Exhale, round your neck. Come back to a neutral table. Take your hands further in front of you. Extend your arms so they're straight. Keep your hips above your knees. And then let your chest slide down in between your arms. For melting heart. You'll feel a stretch through your shoulders, top of your chest. If this is too much on your shoulders, create more space between your hands. You continue to breathe. Start to make your way back up. Tuck your toes and lift your hips up and back for downward facing dog. Take a moment, press one heel towards the floor, and then the other heel towards the floor. Feel out the backs of your legs. Take a deeper bend in your knees so that you can lift your hips up and back even more, and your chest comes more towards your thighs. Then begin to lower your heels back down towards the earth. Inhale, lift your heels high. Exhale, bend your knees and look between your hands, and take several steps all the way up to meet your hands. Hang here for a moment. I'm going to grab my elbows with my hands. Option also to just let your hands drag towards the earth. But take your gaze in between your legs so that your head and your neck can release. Inhale, come up halfway. The first time, bring your hands all the way up to the tops of your thighs, like your little thigh pockets. And then press your hips and your forehead away from one another. The top of your head is coming as far away from your hips as possible. Exhale, forward fold. Keep a little bend in your knees. Arms rise out and up into mountain pose. Look up and reach up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, resetting your spine, getting length. Exhale, fold. Step your feet back into a high plank. So hands are down, feet are back. Take a moment here. Start to strengthen through your legs, which we haven't really done yet. So draw your knees up towards your torso to lighten your thighs. Keep your heels right over the balls of your feet. Start to engage through your core. Imagine that you're pulling your belly up towards the sky. Maybe your pelvic floor muscles also come up towards your ribs. Keep your fingers spread and press into the tips of your fingers gently. One more inhale. And exhale, shift back, down dog. Breath in and breath out. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, look between your hands, and step to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Step your right foot way back so your heel stays high. Bend your back knee. So now we're in this lunge. Inhale, lift your fingertips up. Stay here this first time for a stretch through the top of your right thigh. You're pressing into the top of your right foot. Little tuck of the tailbone. Exhale, hands come back down. Step your left foot back to meet the right, down dog. Inhale. Exhale. Lift your right leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee towards your nose. Step your foot through. Lower your back knee. Inhale, fingertips rise up. These are called sun A's. I'm going a little slow at first, then we'll speed it up. Exhale, hands back to the mat. Tuck your toes, step forward. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Step your left foot back. Left knee to the mat. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, arms down. Step your right foot back to meet the left, down dog. Inhale, lift your left heel high. Exhale, knee towards your nose. Step your foot through in between your hands and lower your back knee. Inhale, rise with your fingers. Exhale, hands to the floor. Tuck your back toes, step forward. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. We're going to do that one more time on each side. Step your right foot back. Right knee down. Be intentional about lifting your fingertips. Feel a nice deep stretch. Exhale, arms down. Step back, down dog. Inhale, lift your right leg high, Right knee towards nose. Step your foot in between your hands, back and down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, arms down. Step forward, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Last time on this side, step your left foot way back. Left knee down. Inhale. Exhale. Step your right foot back. Down dog. Left heel rises. Exhale, step it all the way through. Inhale, reach your fingertips high. Exhale, hands down, step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands back down, step your right foot back again, knee down. This time, rise up first with your fingertips. Exhale, draw your hands to heart center. Start to lean forward with your chest, stay long through your spine, twist to the left. So your right elbow may be able to come out to the left side of your left knee or thigh. Turn this into a twist. So begin to allow the right ribs to come under the left. Option to stay like this or tuck your back toes and lift your back knee off the mat. Staying in this twist for a moment. Get really firm through both of your feet. Come through center and lift up into crescent. So back heel stays high. Deep lunge in your front knee. One more breath in. Breath out, open to warrior two. So your back heel pivots down. Your back foot is parallel to the back of your mat. Front toes point straight forward, and your front knee is coming right over the middle of your foot. One more deep breath in. Lunge on the breath out. Flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. Your back hand could slide down your back leg or tuck around your lower back. Stay strong through your legs. Come back through warrior two and then into side angle. Front forearm on your front thigh. Lift your top hand up and over, so your right arm is coming like over your ear, and your fingertips are reaching forward and up. So you created a line from the tops of your fingers, your right fingers, all the way down the right side body to your right heel. Last breath in and out. Keep your legs as they are. Tick-tock back to warrior two. And then cartwheel your hands down to frame your front foot. Step back, down dog. Inhale. And exhale. Let your down dog be a little deeper this time. Maybe your heels press a little further towards the earth, or your chest comes a little further towards your thighs. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees deeply. Really shift your hips back, look between your hands, and take one large step to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Step back with your left foot. Left knee to the mat. First breath in, reach up tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. So shifting your torso forward and to the right for a twist to the right this time. So left elbow to the outside of your right thigh. See if you can keep your neck in line with your spine. So long neck. Breathe in, fill up, feel your belly fill up. On the exhale, pull your belly in tight and twist deeper. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Stay here for one more breath in and out. Legs stay as they are. Come through center and reach up to crescent. Deep breath in. Deep breath out, lunge into your front knee. One more inhale. And then open up to warrior two on this side. So I'm going to change what I look like. So settle in here. You don't have a mirror in front of you, but imagine that your shoulders are staying right over your hips. Your legs are really firm so that your arms can shoot out away from one another. Take your gaze over your front middle finger and settle in. Flip your front palm, reverse warrior on this side. Again, back hand slides down your back leg or to your lower back. Come back through warrior two and then side angle, right forearm to right thigh. Reach your fingertips, your left hand up and over. Press your thigh and your forearm together to help you twist open more, so your heart is facing the side wall. Inhale. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, legs stay as they are, rise back up, warrior two, one more breath. And then exhale, cartwheel your hands down to frame your foot, step back into down dog. Again, play around with this down dog. If you need to even sway your hips to the right and the left a little bit, getting into some places that we haven't touched yet. On an inhale, slide forward, high plank. Exhale, tap your knees down to the mat. Lower the rest of your body to the floor. Keep your elbows tight towards your ribs as you lower. Inhale, lift your heart. Use your back muscles. Exhale, press through table, downward facing dog. A second way to flow, you can do the one that we just did, or inhale, come forward to your high plank. Exhale, knees to the mat. Lower your arms just 90 degrees, like halfway down. So you're stopping halfway, press into the tops of your feet. Inhale, lift your chest. Now lift your thighs and your knees also for up dog. Flip over your toes, hips back, down dog. We're going to do two more flows. So you can do either of those versions we've done. You never have to flow, you can stay still. One other that we could try is inhale, coming forward. Exhale, lower, keep your legs lifted this time. Lower the arms to 90 degrees and stop. Inhale, lift your chest, open your collarbones, press into the very tips of your feet, and then exhale, down dog. Deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Walk your hands back towards your feet, so you're in a forward fold at the back of your mat. And then bring your hands to your hips. Start to use your core to rise up halfway, long spine. And then exhale, rise up the rest of the way. So slowly, intentionally. For a little balancing, we'll start with tree. Press into your left foot. Bend your right knee and open it up to the right. So you're placing your right foot somewhere on the inseam of your left leg. Your toes could still tap the floor. You could come up to your shin or all the way up into your thigh. Set your gaze on something not moving. Hands pressed together at your heart center. And if you fall, just get back in. Press your right foot into your left so that you can open your knee up to the right just a little bit further. Feel that stretch in the inseam of your right thigh. Arms stay right here, or if you want to express them a different way, you could reach your fingertips up and out. You could reach them straight away from one another, like a capital T. Really any way that feels kind of fun to you. Bring your hands back to your hips. Right knee comes back to center. Set your right foot down. Press into the right foot and lift your left heel. Open your knee to the left. Finding tree on this side. This left hip is definitely not as open as the right hip for me this morning. Taking your hands to your heart when you feel stable enough. Again, press your left foot into your leg. Draw your knee to the left, opening up through the inseam of your left thigh. And then express your hands however you want. Last breath, and get really tall. Imagine breathing all the way up through the crown of your head. And then exhale, hands to hips, knee towards center, set your foot down. One more balancing pose, toppling tree. So step your right foot forward. Left heel lifts off the ground. Arms along your side, palms face forward. From there, a little bend in your front knee. Start to lift your back heel as your chest comes forward. So you're creating a line from your back heel all the way out to the top of your head. Let your arms be strong and part of the pose. Really light up through your back leg. The top of your left thigh presses up towards the ceiling. Spread your fingers. One more inhale. And exhale, slowly come back up. And set your foot down. Step forward a tiny bit with your left foot. Right heel rises this time. Once you're strong and stable through your whole body at your core, then begin to lift your back heel. So draw your belly up and in towards your spine. Flex your right pinky edge of your right foot kind of down towards the mat to even your hips out. Gaze stays down towards the floor. One more deep breath in. Deep breath out. Slowly come back up and set your foot down. Inhale, reach your hands up and overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Step your feet back into down dog. We're going to do pigeon again. Jared says that yoga practice is not complete without pigeon. So we've got a little time. Let's do it. Reach your right heel high. Exhale, draw your right knee to the back of your right wrist. Your right foot just comes somewhere towards the left side of the mat. And then you draw your left foot way back to settle your hips towards the earth. If you've got any space between your right hip and the floor, you could put a water bottle or a pillow or something there. Doesn't matter how parallel or not your front shin is. Our bodies are going to be really different in that. So once you're set up and stable, stay high if you want. 10 your fingers, feel a little compression in your lower spine, or start to lower down onto your forearms, or all the way down to the floor. Maybe you stack hands on top of one another for your forehead to lie on. A couple things can happen here in this pose. Once we slow down, the mind can start to wander. See if whatever comes up for you, you can notice and honor it, and then set it aside just for a few more minutes here. Let the sensation in your outer right hip ground you and be something for you to just be able to work through for a moment. Press into your hands. Walk your hands towards your body. Tuck your back toes. You can move really slowly. Come back into down dog. Maybe paddle your feet again. And then when you're ready, lift your left heel, drawing your left knee towards the back of your left wrist. Your foot will come towards the right side of the mat. Again, really settle through your back leg so it's long behind you. See what it feels like on this side for your body. So if you have a lot of tension that comes up for you during this pose, or maybe some emotions pop in there, I know it's coming to my mind, like, I just love that we're all practicing together right now at the same time, even though we can't, at least you guys can't see us, but just a reminder that like we're friends, we can reach out to one another, especially during this weird time and while working through tensions in life in general. So you are not alone. One more deep breath in and out. Press into your hands and start to walk back. Slowly come to your last down dog. And then when you feel satisfied, knees come down and touch the mat. We'll lie on our back. Keep your head to the front of your mat, feet come to the back. So lie down on your back, bend your knees at first. Take your shins parallel to the floor, so a 90-degree bend in your knees. Arms come out away from one another like a capital T. And then drop your knees to the right. Pause here, they can either stack on top of one another, or you may want to take your top leg and kind of wrap it around the bottom leg to anchor you more. I also like to take my right hand on top of my knees, a little gentle press. Take your gaze to the left, so looking for a twist through your spine and your hips. Come back up to center, undo your legs if they're twisted together, and then let the knees fall to the left. Decide on your spinal twist on this side. Gaze to the right. Maybe your left hand assists your legs. Draw your knees back to center. One more hug of your knees in towards your body. Happy baby, and then we'll go to Shavasana. So your knees start to come wide, starting off with your big toes touching. Knees come wide towards your armpits, and then reach your hands in between your legs. You can either grab for the outsides of your toe edge of your feet, or your peace fingers can wrap around the inside of your big toe. But taking your heels apart from one another so that your ankles are above your knees and your knees are pressing towards the floor. So use your arm strength here to open through your hips. And go ahead and release. Legs come out to the back of your mat, arms along your side. Shavasana. See if you can stay here for at least a minute. Rather than imagining that your practice is over, this is still part of the practice. Let your body sink into the mat. Again, if it helps to feel the floor underneath your body, any places that your back body is touching the floor. Thank you for practicing together, even though it may feel like alone. I'm really thankful for you guys. Take a couple more rounds of breath here. Feel free to lie as long as you're able. When you do choose to come out, just start with really tiny movements. And then into bigger muscles. But if you're able to stay here, please do so. I'm gonna stop recording. Blessings to you guys. Have a great day. I'll see you soon.